दृश्यरूपेण च स्वयं व्यापकनिर्देशो हि अनिदेषु विकल्पिता केवलानुभवानन्द स्वरूपा परमेश्वर माययान्तरैश्वर्या ईयते गुणसर्गया तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु दयां कुरुत सुहृदम् भावमासुरम् विमुच्य यया तुष्यति यदोक्षजा तुष्टे च तत्र किमलभ्यनन्ताद्ये किं ते गुणव्यातिकरादिहे स्वसिद्धा धर्मादेव किं गुणेन च काङ्क्षितेन सारं जुषं चरणयोरुपगम्यताम् सारं हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज प्रेयर्स की जय. So Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna.
So first of all, we would like to thank host His Grace Keshav Chandra Prabhuji, then Her Grace Shweta Manjari Mataji for hosting today's program and inviting all of us. Thank you Prabhuji and thank you Mataji. And very nice, beautiful altar. Lord Jagannath, Subramaniya, Narsimha Bhagwan, Laddu Gopalji. So nice. Here Balaji. Very nice. Thank you Prabhuji and Mataji. So today we are continuing prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, instructing his demoniacs prayers.
Yes.
So before we start our discussion, we will sing Jai Radha Madhava for the pleasure of their lordships. No, I have Katha. Sit like this.
आपको चाहिए?
नहीं प्रभु जी को जाने नहीं आप बजाइए आप बजाते हैं नहीं प्रभु जी मैं तो नव सीखे कभी नव सीखे हूँ सीख रहा हूँ.
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी.
Hare
श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की
जय।
जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की
जय।
श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Recite all together. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतेरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपाकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna.
Hare
So today we are doing Canto 7, Chapter 6 and verse number 24. You can take, we have booklets there. You can give to Mataji. So verse number 24. तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु दयां कुरुत सौहृदं भावम् आसुरम् उन्मुच्य यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजः। प्रभुजी।
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु दयां कुरुत सुहृदं भावम् आसुरम् उन्मुच्य यया तुष्यत्यधोक्षजः।
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु दयां कुरुता सौहृदं भावम् आसुरम् उन्मुच्य यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजः।
माताजी।
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु दयां कुरुत सौहृदं भावम् आसुरम् उन्मुच्य यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजः।
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु दयां कुरुत सौहृदं भावम् आसुरम् उन्मुच्य यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजा।
तुष्यति अधोक्षजः. Recite.
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु
दयां कुरुत सौहृदं
दयां कुरुत सौहृदम्
भावम् आसुरम् अन्मुच्य
भावमासुरमुच्य
यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजा.
यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजा.
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु
तस्मात् सर्वेषु भूतेषु
दयां कुरुत सौहृदं
दयां कुरुत सौहृदम्
भावम् आसुरमुन्मुच्य
भावमासुरमुच्य
यया तुष्यत् अधोक्षज.
यया तुष्यति अधोक्षजा. So we'll do word to word. Please repeat after me. Tasmat.
Tasmat.
Therefore.
Therefore.
Sarveshu.
Sarveshu.
To all.
all.
Bhuteshu.
Bhuteshu.
Living entities.
Living entities.
Dayam.
Dayam.
Mercy.
Mercy.
Kuruta.
Kuruta.
Show.
Show.
Saurudham.
Saurudham.
Friendliness.
Friendliness.
Bhavam.
Bhavam.
The attitude.
The attitude.
Asuram.
Asuram.
Of the demons.
Of the demons.
Who separate friends and enemies.
Who separate friends and enemies.
Unmucha.
Unmucha.
Giving up.
Giving up.
Yaya.
Yaya.
By which.
By which.
Tushyati.
Tushyati.
Is satisfied.
Is satisfied.
Adhokshajaha.
Adhokshajaha.
The Supreme Lord.
The Supreme Lord.
Who is beyond the perception of the senses.
Who is beyond the perception of the senses.
Translation by His loving divine grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please repeat after me. Therefore, my dear young friends born of demons,
My dear young friends born of demons,
please act in such a way
please act in such a way
that the Supreme Lord,
that the Supreme Lord,
who is beyond the conception of material knowledge,
Who is
who is
beyond
beyond
the
the conception of material knowledge,
will be satisfied.
will be satisfied.
Give up your demoniac nature
Give
Give
up
up
your
your
demoniac
demoniac
nature
and act without enmity or duality.
and
and
act
act without enmity or duality.
Show mercy to all living entities
Show mercy to all living entities
by enlightening them in devotional service.
by enlightening them in devotional service,
Thus,
thus
becoming their well-wishers.
becoming their well-wishers.
Purport, please hear. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 18.55, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavani yaschasmi tattvataha. One can understand the Supreme Personality as He is only by devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj ultimately instructed his class friends, the sons of demons, to accept the process of devotional service by preaching the service of Krishna consciousness to everyone. Preaching is the best service to the Lord. The Lord will immediately be extremely satisfied with one who engages in this service of preaching Krishna consciousness. This is confirmed by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita 18.69. Nacha tasman manushya kashit me priyakrittama. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. If one sincerely tries his best to spread Krishna consciousness by preaching the glories of the Lord and His supremacy, even if he is imperfectly educated, he becomes the rearmost servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is bhakti. As one performs this service for humanity without discrimination between friends and enemies, the Lord becomes satisfied and the mission of one's life is fulfilled. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised everyone to become a Guru devotee and preach Krishna consciousness. Yara dekatarakah Krishna Upadesh. That is the easiest way to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By such preaching, the preacher becomes satisfied, and those to whom he preaches are also satisfied. This is the process of bringing peace and tranquility to the entire world. Bhoktaram yajñatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram surudham sarvabhutanam gyatvanam shanti vrachite. One is expected to understand these three formulas of knowledge concerning the Supreme Lord. That He is the Supreme Enjoyer, that He is the proprietor of everything, and that He is the best well-wisher and friend of everyone. A preacher should personally understand this truth and preach them to everyone. Then there will be peace and tranquility all over the world. The word Saurudham, friendliness, is very significant in these words. People are generally ignorant of Krishna consciousness, and therefore, to become their best well-wisher, one should teach them about Krishna consciousness without discriminations. Since the Supreme Lord Vishnu is situated in the core of everyone's heart, everybody is a temple of Vishnu. One should not misuse this understanding as an excuse for such word as Daridri Narayana. If Narayana lives in the house of Daridra, a poor man, this does not mean that the Narayana become pure. He lives everywhere, in the house of the pure and those of the rich. But in all circumstances, he remains Narayana. To think that he becomes either poor or rich is material calculation. He is always Sat Aishwarya Purna, full of 6 appearances in all circumstances. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Will be the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnanarjnashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Sarvrupa Tadamahyam Dadati Swavadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta-pada-kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam-scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sadhana-raghunathan-vitam tam sajivam Sarvaitam Savadhutam Parijana-sahitam Krishna Chaitanya-devam Shri Radha Krishna-padam Sadhana Lalita Shri Vishakhavitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Taprakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishnu-sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha-kalpatarubhyascha Kripa-sindhubhayeva-cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bhuler Mahadvir Yima Puro Vibhu Nirmaya Shete Yadamusha Purusha Bhute Runasho Dasha-shodashatmaka Solanka Shishtan Bhagavan Vachamsi Me. Shri Krishna Sharanam Sharanagami
प्रसन्नम् सर्वलोकऋषिदेव जन्म प्रसन्नम्
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
So today's verse is very beautiful, very soothing to the heart. Tasmad sarveshu bhuteshu. So Bhuta, these all living entities. Dayam kuruta saurutam. You can give the mercy to all of them. Saurutam, become a friend. Bhavam asuram unmucha. Bhava means our qualities. Asuram, whatever the demoniac quality we have, unmucha, get rid of them. And yaya tushyati adhokshata. And then the Supreme Personality of Godhead will be satisfied. And that is the purpose that we are doing devotional service. That Lord can get satisfied with our all actions, right? So what Prahlad Maharaj is telling, we are doing these prayers. So here Prahlad Maharaj is instructing to his demoniac friends, and he's talking about the rare human form of life, how we achieve and how we can utilize. And he says, Kaumaram acharate pradnyo dharmam bhagavatam. So this this science of Krishna consciousness must be taught or learned from the childhood. Because if we don't learn, then we learn the other, material life of education. And then what happened? We forget. And then Srila Prabhupada nicely mentioned what we actually forget. We forget the Krishna consciousness, the love of Godhead. And that's how. Because Maya, there are different phases of Maya. How the different phases of Maya, we attach to the material things like my family, my society, my country, my group, kind of this. But that this is all about Maya. That's how Srila Prabhupada nicely explains. He says the attachment to the material world will be in different names, but attachment to Krishna consciousness means detachment from the material affairs or material attachments. So Srila Prabhupada always said the real business of every Krishna conscious person is to attach Krishna and detach from the material affairs. So Prahlad Maharaj is instructing his demoniac friends that how this human form is very rare. Then the nice analogy one of the Prabhuji was giving class. He said, we are not utilizing this very rare human form. How? If suppose somebody gave you the gift as an aeroplane, but you are driving on the road like a four-wheeler, you are not utilizing its capacity, right? Similarly, we are in the form of human body. So our main purpose is to Athato Brahma Jigyasa, to get to understand who we are, where we come from, where we are going to. But what we are doing? We are after the Indriya Bhoga. But instead of doing the Indriya Bhoga, we should be working for Krishna's satisfaction. That's how Prahlad Maharaj is talking about. Now, when I enter this morning, very nice tone was going, Vithala, Vithala. No? Very nice, this Vitthal Rakhumai Murti is also there. So we all know Santa Tukaram. No? Santa Tukaram is a very famous saint from Maharashtra. So he said, 9 महिने गर्भे असता मानवाच्या जन्मी जाता विसरून गेलो तुझे नाव देवा तुझे मनोहर रूप मला दाव. He said, when we are in the womb of mother, very confined space, lot of blood, urine, everything, and we were praying every second to the Lord, oh my Lord, please take me out from here and I will worship you. But what happened? We come out and we forget Krishna. So that is actually what says actually, why? Lord says yes, it will happen because this material creation is made of my Apara Shakti, which is with 3 modes of material nature, goodness, passion and ignorance. But Lord is giving us a free will. He doesn't interfere, whatever you want to do it. Just Srila Prabhupada always give the example that the parrot in the cage. So that parrot has the free will to fly within the cage. So we are also in this human body. We are in this material world, so we have the freedom to regarding in this material world, like that. But still we have the limitation, right? If any country we want to go, we have to remove the visa. We cannot just take the ticket and fly, right? So that is, and Lord doesn't interfere in our free will, because that was the purpose Lord has created this material world. We want to enjoy away from Krishna. Krishna bhair mokha hoya bhogavancha kare nikatastha maya tare japati agare. Means if we want to go away from Krishna, then Maya will catch you. But if you want to go away from Maya, Krishna is there always with us. So Adi Shankaracharya says, Balat sthavata krida sakta, taruni sthavata taruni sakta, vruddha sthavata chinta magna, and parame brahmane kopina lagna. So when we were child, we were always after playing. When we become little adult, the opposite sex attraction was there. Then when we become vruddha, old, then chinta, abhi kya hoga? Like, how I will survive, what is happening to my family. But we, whenever searching for the Supreme Brahman, which is Lord Krishna. And we should be doing from and that's why Prahlad Maharaj said, Komarat acharate pradna. If this education is giving from the childhood, then definitely the advancement in Krishna consciousness will be there. Then last week, Radharman Prabhuji has nicely explained that the infallible Supreme Lord is in everybody's heart as a Paramatma feature. And he is everywhere. He is even the Lord Brahma to insignificant ant. He is present everywhere. And then he explained about the three Vishnus. Anyone remember three Vishnus? He has nicely explained that time. Hare Krishna. So he explained, yes, Karnodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha. So he has nicely mentioned about their purposes, why these three Vishnus are there. And also he talked about the quality of Satchid Ananda. The Lord is Satchid Ananda. And his 6 appearances. And even though the last line of the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that Lord possesses 6 appearances. And Prabhuji gave, recap that Sanskrit words, right? Anyone remember? Shriya, I will start.
Sri, Yash,
Gyan,
Sri,
Yes.
Yash,
Yes. Aishwarya,
Aishwarya, Yash,
Yash,
Dhira,
Jnana,
Jnana,
and Vairagya.
Vairagya.
So, Aishwarya, Virya, Yasha, Jnana, then Shri and Vairagya. So that means wealth, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge and renunciation. Srila Prabhupada writing purport in all the time. Many people have beauty for some while, become old, they look ugly. Or they have the riches for some while and they will lose like that. But Krishna has all these 6 appearances all the time, right? And in this verse, Prahlad Maharaj is talking about, and if you understand, we read translation, it's like a deep understanding or deep realization. Those devotees who are following sincerely bhakti. What he is saying? Tasmat sarveshu bhuteshu. Tasmat sarveshu bhuteshu. That means, therefore, show compassion and affection to all living entities. Then, dayam kuruta saurudham. Daya means give kindness. Saurudham, become well-wisher of them, friend. Bhutam Ishwaram Unmucha. Then give up your demoniac quality. And Yaya Tushyati Adhokshaja. If you follow this one, then Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja means Lord Krishna. Adha means giving up or beyond the conception, our material conception. And Akshaja means is beyond our senses. We is the controller of our senses. So there are 6 instructions Prahlad Maharaj is giving in this verse. So I will read. Therefore, my dear friends, born of demons. So he is talking about demons. Okay, they were the sons of demons. But what is the definition of demons? We will discuss about later. The first instruction is, please act in such a way. So he is giving instruction how to live our life, how to behave. that the Supreme Lord, who is beyond the conception of material knowledge, he is giving the quality of the Lord, right? Infallible quality of the Lord, that we cannot understand the Lord with this our senses, and will be satisfied. Give up your demoniac nature. So we have to give up our demoniac nature and act without enmity and duality. That is second. Then show mercy to all living entity. Third, enlightening them with the devotional service, means preaching, and becoming their well-wishers. Right? So we'll discuss about this all instruction. So now, demons. What is the definition of demons? So Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 16 is Daivasur Sampada Vibhada Yoga, means divine and demoniac natures. Lord is talking about. So he said, Dvai bhuta swarga lokesmin dvai asura evacha dvai vistarasho prokta asuram parthame shrunu. So the Lord is talking about there are two kinds of people in this material world, Daiva and Asura. Daiva means divine nature and Asura means demoniac nature. Means demon means like हम लोग बोलते हैं ना we have some picture. Demons mean बड़े दांत होंगे, कान बड़े होंगे, सींग होंगे उनको. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. The nature. Lord is talking about the nature. Right? So here Prahlad Maharaj is talking about demons, sons of demons. He never say you are also demon. Carefully, like how the Srila Prabhupada is very intelligently write the translations. So he said sons of demons means their forefathers. What they are doing? Who you can call the demon? Who harasses the dharmic people, like the devotees, and who are not believing in the Lord. That is called the demons, and that's why Prahlad Maharaj said sons of demons, because your fathers, forefathers are like that. Correct. And then Lord is talking about in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 16 6 qualities of demon. Qualities बोलना नहीं चाहिए, but whatever who possesses that thing is called the demon. Characteristics, right? So pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. Now we'll discuss about how these qualities, in which we are learning, from the childhood we are listening some stories. So we'll discuss. So pride, first of all. Now Lord doesn't like pride in the heart of their devotees, and that's why Lord performed Brahma Vimohan Leela. Because Lord Brahma said, I am the creator, and who this boy, coward boy, and everyone is glorifying, right? And then he tested, and we know what has happened. Then arrogance. Now the good example is Duryodhana. So many instances. I just talk about when Duryodhana went to Lord Krishna when the war was fixed. Now it's going to happen. Shakuna said, no, you go better there, ask help, because they had the Narayani Sena like that. And he went there, then Lord was sleeping. But he didn't sit next to his feet. He sat next to his head. But when Arjuna arrived there, he sat there. But as soon as when we wake up, we look at the front, we don't look at side, right? So similarly, that arrogance. The next time when Krishna came as a Shantadut, and when Krishna came, he said, okay, punish him, capture him. So that is the arrogance. And in our bhakti also, sometimes we feel like that. After some years of bhakti, we become we get pride, and with the pride, that arrogance comes actually. So we have to be careful. Conceit. Now, what is that? This is another form of the pride, excessive pride. Now, Ravana had the excessive pride. He was a devotee of Lord Shiva. And then he was thinking, I can do everything. Even though his brother Vibhishan, he told, no, Mata Sita is a goddess of fortune. You shouldn't bring or capture. Give it to Lord Ram. And even though Lord Ram also sent him a message, even though Ravana came with a folded hand and offered Sita to me, I will forgive him. Even though if he asks me, I will give the Ayodhya to him. right? But he was like, his heart was full of pride, and Lord also doesn't want pride in our heart. Then harshness. Now Jagai and Madai, like we all know story, there's no need to explain more. So these are the Jagai and Madai. Lord doesn't like, but Mahaprabhu wanted to kill them, but Nityanand Prabhu was very merciful. And then when Lord showed his mercy, these Jagai Madai transformed into the devotees. When Lord instructed them to build a hut, to go the devotee and take bath into the river. And they used to stand there. People used to throw the stones on them. But they said, whatever we have done, this is nothing. This punishment is nothing. Like that. And then ignorance. Then Shushupal and Dantavaka. They knows the prophecy was there. If you cross the 100 aparad, the Lord is going to kill. But they were in ignorance. And that's how it happened. So in our life also, we have to say we are a devotee. We think we are all practicing devotees. Some point these qualities are in us also. Now, what is the purpose of doing devotional service? Get the mercy of the Lord, right? And then how to get the mercy of the Lord? In this Kali Yuga, it is possible? No, because this Kali Yuga is full of Manda Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagyahi Bhajanta. So when Shukadev Goswami explained everything to Parikshit Maharaj, then in Canto 12, Parikshit Maharaj asked Shukadev Goswami, yes, Guruvar, you have explained everything, but you are saying this Kali Yuga is full of faults. So how can the people will get out of this one? How can get the mercy of the Lord? Then he said, Kale doshe nidhe rajan, asti he eko mahan guna, kirtanat eva krishnasya, mukta sangha param vrajit. So he said, this Kali Yuga is full of faults, but there is a good quality of Kali Yuga. Kirtanat eva krishnasya. When you are engaging only by taking the Krishna's name, only by taking the Lord's name, engaging in devotional service, you will get out of this entanglement of Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi and get the mercy of the Lord. Right. And Prahlad Maharaj is saying, not only this quality, he is telling his friends, this demonic quality you have to give up. Right. But which good quality you should acquire to get the satisfaction of the Adhokshaja. Right. So he said, show mercy to all living entities. But how you can show mercy to all living entities? Enlightening them with devotional service and become. So enlightening them with devotional service. How you can enlighten everyone or somebody? By preaching them. Right? So Srila Prabhupada in purport also stresses on the preaching. And how? Becoming well-wisher. Mahaprabhu said, Trunadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnanam amanina manadena kirtaniya sadari. So these 8 verses of Shikshashtakam only Mahaprabhu gave us for us to understand. Every verse is deep in realization, deep in understanding, and to cultivate our devotional life. Right? So Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, how you can understand the Lord. Bhaktya mam avijanat yavan yashasmi tatvata tato mam tatvato yatva vishate tadarantaram. Only by devotional service we can understand the Lord. But now, how we can do the devotional service? Now there is a procedure. Means, if we want to know to cooking, there is a procedure. ऐसा नहीं कि बस pot रख दिया, कुछ डाल दिया, हो गया. No, there is some procedure. And that's how Prahlad Maharaj is talking to his demoniac friends. How you can follow this devotional service. So now, and even though while following the devotional life, actually, the Lord is very satisfied. And he says in 18.66 that Nacha me tasman manusheshu. Nacha me tasman manusheshu. Among all the humanity or humans, who is very dear to me? The one who preaches my glories. Means the preacher. The Lord has telling. And Srila Prabhupada always emphasizes on the preaching that Krishna consciousness is our preaching mission. We should preach to everyone. And she, in purport also, Mahaprabhu said, Yara dekhata rekaha Krishna Upadesh, Amara Agyaya Guru, Hanatara Desh. Now there is a nice, when this verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there was one small story. That when Mahaprabhu went for the South India trip, so firstly he came to the Kurma Kshetra. So Kurma Kshetra, where all the turtles, and Kurma Bhagwan only temple is in South India. So when Mahaprabhu came there, so there was a Brahmana one who was looking after the Kurma Bhagwan. So he had the family, everything. So, but he understand that Mahaprabhu is not an ordinary person. So he invited Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu stayed with his house for 2-3 days. But when initially Mahaprabhu came, he take the, he washed the lotus feet of the Lord. Then he sprinkled on his family member. He drank some that water. Then he feed to the Lord. And he was serving for 2-3 days. Then after 2-3 days, Lord wanted to leave. Then Lord was leaving. And this Brahmana was following him. And Lord said, now enough, you go back. He said, no, my Lord. I understand that this life is so attached with my family and I cannot do the service. I want to come with you and stay with you and engage me in the devotional life. And Lord said, no. He should have said, okay, come with me, happy, right? But no, he said, then he gave the instruction that you are the family member, you have your dharma to follow, right? And within your dharma, you should preach Krishna consciousness to everyone. You don't need to leave everything, right? And that's why even though Lord Brahma also said, but that verse I forgot actually. Sthane sthita shrutigatam tanovan manobhir. Means wherever sthana you are, you should stay, follow your dharma, but engage in the devotional life. You don't need to go to Aranya and take sannyas or anything. You have to be in Grihastha. Now yesterday was Bhakti Vinod Thakur appearance day, right? Bhakti Vinod Thakur was a judge in that age. He had 10 sons. He was a Grihastha, but he was cultivated. How cultivated? He wrote many books. He actually revived all our scriptures. And because of Bhakti Vinod, our Gaudiya Vaishnavism came forward. Otherwise, we would have lost everything. So, staying in Grihastha ashram is not a problem, but engaging in devotional service and preaching is very important. And then Mahaprabhu said, Yara dekhe tare kaha Krishna Upadesh. You have to stay in Grihastha life, but whoever you meet, preach Krishna consciousness. That is very important. And Amara Agyaya, he is giving not only that Brahmana, to every one of us who is following is Krishna consciousness. Guru Hana Tara Ide. So we all are servant guru. We cannot say we are spiritual master. Servant guru. Like we are teaching someone. To whom we are teaching, we are like, Shiksha Guru, whatever you can say like that. But this is the instruction of Mahaprabhu. Now, Srila Prabhupada, through his, leelas, whatever, every minute, he was thinking about how you can preach. Then the devotees, disciples say, Prabhupada, you are telling us very, we have to go and preach. But he's very happy. And then there was a small girl named Saraswati, who was daughter of Shama Sundar Prabhu and Malati Mataji. She was only 3-year-old, but she was so enthusiastic. Wow, bacche rehte hain na, very enthusiastic. She was telling everyone, do you know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Krishna. And she was telling. And then Prabhupada said, look, she is a preacher. She is telling that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's how we should. Because she understands that yes, and she had the firm faith. Preacher should have the firm faith that yes, whatever I am telling, Krishna is the Supreme. And then you can tell. And Lord says, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. Lord is giving all intelligence. What way? We don't have anything, right? And same Saraswati, one time what happened? Srila Prabhupada came to one merchant's house. And when that merchant actually offered small deity of Krishna, very small, and then Saraswati was also there. Then Prabhupada gave it to Saraswati. Saraswati was holding on her lap. Then she put down and she went to play something. Small child, 3-4 year old. Then Prabhupada take that deity and put behind his back. And when she came back again, she was started searching. Everyone knows what is happening. Then Prabhupada said, Saraswati, where is Krishna? And then she was searching. Everyone was asking, like, teasing her. Saraswati, where is Krishna? And she was searching and she was about to cry, right? Then Prabhupada said, Saraswati, who has Krishna? The question changed, right? And that time, Saraswati, without a second, she said, Prabhupada has Krishna. So that firm faith, small story, but it says that firm faith we should have in our spiritual master, we should have in Srila Prabhupada. What he said, I will take all of you to back home, back to Godhead. If you follow 4 regulative principles and 16 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? So that we should have and Lord says, Bhuktaram yajna tatasa sarvaloka maheshwaram surudham sarvabhutanam gyatmanam shanti. Now there are 3 instructions in this verse actually mentioned. Srila Prabhupada mentioned in purport that he is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Then he is proprietor of everything and he is best well-wisher and friend of everyone. But we all are preacher here. We must understand. Okay, athato brahma jigyasa. That is true. हम कौन हैं, कहाँ से आए, ये तो होगा inquisitiveness. After understanding that, we have to believe that Krishna is the supreme Lord. अगर वो ही नहीं है तो how can we preach that one? So that's why this verse is very, very important for us. Then it says, Lord is beyond our conception, right? Or material concoction. How it is? Because we are in this material world. We are bound by 3 modes of material nature and we have 4 defects. What 4 defects we have? That tendency to make mistakes. We make mistake every time, right? Everyone agree with that?
Yes.
कोई भी expert हो, अभी एक छोटी सी कहानी, like everyone knows, Newton is the greatest scientist, right? So what happened? No, I think not Newton. Somebody else. Einstein. Yes, Einstein. He's the greatest of all scientists. So he had a small cat. Small means cat. So that cat, every time whenever he was doing experiment, the cat was scratching the door. So he has to open and then she come inside, stay and again going, again scratching. So he was disturbed. So what he did, he made a small hole at the bottom of the door. So cat can go. So cat was coming out, right. So after some years, the cat gave birth to the kittens. So now he said, oh, now these many kittens, it's too much headache for me. So he made another small hole for the kittens, thinking that they will come here and hear from mother. But then he realized, oh, where the cat is coming, the kittens are following her. No need to put the hole. So uska matlab kya hai? We can make the mistakes, right? We are not perfect. We will never be perfect, right? So we have to be mindful. Then illusion. Illusion hota hai na, our senses not that perfect. We get illusion. Illusion by hearing something. अरे मैंने ऐसा सुना, अरे मैंने ऐसा देखा, और मैंने ऐसा पढ़ा. It's true, right? Now I have the glasses, right? But if I don't wear, I guess maybe like that. That is one kind of illusion. और ऐसे करते हैं ना हम लोग, we are all now close to 50, some are cross the 50, like that. Then the cheating propensity. So this is the inherent nature of every jiva. He cheats very easily. And karna patva, these all imperfect senses. How can we understand the Lord? Lord is beyond, and Lord is transcendental, right? And we are this material body, we cannot understand. When Arjuna also wanted to take the darshan of the Lord, Lord said, with this your eyes, you cannot see me. So he given the Divya Drushti to Arjuna, like that. So I will end up with the thing that we all are speakers or preachers. So there are 6 qualities have been mentioned by Srila Prabhupada. Means Rupa Goswami has mentioned, Srila Prabhupada stressed those qualities. First quality, firm faith in Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Right? So strong conviction that the Supreme Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We should have faith in our spiritual master instruction, and we should have faith in the Shastras. Whatever written in Shastra, we should learn. Every preacher must learn that thing. Without knowledge, how can you preach? Then second one is practice, personal practice. Acharya. So we all preacher should be Acharya. By our own example, people should get attracted towards us. Otherwise, बोलते हैं ना कि actions speak louder than the words. You can sit on the Vyasasana, give excellent class, but on your personal behavior, if you are not, then people won't attract with you. Right? Now, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Guru of Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Now, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati was a scholar. He was literally very scholar, right? So he wanted to take initiation from him. But he said, hey, I am an illiterate person. I don't know anything. I cannot even read. Just go away. So he was, I don't know how many years he was with him. But he said no. Every time he said, no, I am not giving you anything. Initiate. Forget about it. I am not qualified myself. How can I give you? Like that. But when finally Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said, if you are not giving me, I am giving my life now today. And then he actually. So what actually it says that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj actually got attracted towards him. Because his father, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, said, you think that person is uneducated, but he is the most qualified in devotional service. So by our own example, we should behave or follow regulative principles. And Srila Prabhupada gave by sadhana, then our chanting, behaving with the devotees. Then compassionate heart, para dukha dukhi. So we should feel suffering of other conditioned human beings. Whoever, at least with the vacha, we can console them, like, whatever. Now everyone is busy in this Kali Yuga. Everyone has a family. We have family issue, personal issue, society issue. We cannot, otherwise, we have to forget everything and सबके पीछे ही भागना पड़ेगा, सबको खुश करने के लिए. That is not the meaning here. But we have to para dukha dukhi. We should feel from the heart. Then humility and tolerance. We should always be patient, humble to and forgiving nature to everyone. And the fifth one, Srila Prabhupada stresses that purity of character is very important, because regulated lifestyle, that becomes the character. Actually, I hear something that हमारे विचार जो है, first we have to control our विचार, right? Whatever. Then that when you develop of thinking of good habits, then actually your achar will come into progress. When your achar will be perfect, then actually you can preach better. Like I forget in between something, but similar kind of thing. So achar हमें ये करना चाहिए. And expert in presenting Krishna consciousness. So it's a desha kale and patra. When we are talking about Krishna or expert in Krishna consciousness, when we will learn about Krishna or our Shastra, then we are going to preach about Krishna consciousness. And then determination and enthusiasm. Like who was telling? His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrut Maharaj was telling one time. He said he started college preaching. And he did I think first month, 2 month, like, and lot of students, they were used to come. And that time, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj came to visit him. Then he said, Maharaj, it's a good preaching. You can come with me. They advertise everything. And their hall booked everything prasadam for, like, say, I don't know, 1,000 students something. And okay, program started. So first Bhakti Rasamrut Maharaj went to inside. He saw no one. Only one person was sitting there. Then Radhanath Maharaj said, okay, now time, let's go. Then how he can say now there is no one? So Radhanath Maharaj went inside. He saw that one person is sitting only. So he preached to that one person. But after that, Bhakti Rasamrut, I'm really very sorry about this. He said, actually, that Maharaj was telling him, sometime in our preaching, we feel, oh, there is no one is there. How can I preach? We become discouraged. But preachers shouldn't get discouraged. These four walls and Krishna is with you. That's all about what you need. And that's encouragement made Bhakti Rasamrut Maharaj to move forward in college preaching like that. And kindness and dealing with. So we have to be, preachers should be always be respectful to the others. See, I am sitting on a Vyasasana, I am telling all of you, doesn't mean I have acquired all those. I am the very bad person in respecting other people. But we should have. And it's cultivate, it's a time, it's tapasya,
Yes.
This tapasya we have to do. And now, Srila Prabhupada, what he said, a preacher is a sincere servant of Krishna who simply repeats the message of spiritual master without change, with faith and determination. So now we all know Keshav Chandra Prabhuji and Shweta Manjari Mataji. They are going to start Bhakti Manjari in this area. So Bhakti Manjari is the syllabus that every week they will have one chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and then they will start Bhakti Vriksha. So today's verse was very, what you call, for preachers. Right, and we all know, we all here are mature devotees. That's why I said, and I think it's a time, today is a Father's Day actually. Right? So Father's Day, Krishna is our actually father, right? Right. But Srila Prabhupada say, our own father is our first guru. By his own example, actually, child learns many things from father also. So father should have a good character, and by his own example, he should teach their kids. And Prabhupada said, the real parents, those who are teaching their kids to go back home, back to Godhead, not entangled in this material world, like that. And what else? I think I will, idol father qualities, everything. And our Srila Prabhupada is our universal father, right? So because Srila Prabhupada made this Krishna consciousness family, that's why we all are together here discussing about Krishna consciousness. So happy Father's Day to all. So Hare Krishna, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj prayers ki Jai, Jai Nitai Gaur Premanand.
His Grace Atul Gopal Das Prabhu ki Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Mataji.